Mini episode 1297 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by Sportsology, delivering unconventional columns and webcasts about sports, TV, music, movies, and more. Follow them on the web at sportsology.com.
The FDH Lounge. You want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Hello and welcome to FDH Lounge mini episode 1297. I'm FDH Managing Partner Rick Morris here with our weekly preview of Fargo Season 4. Here's our top 5 notes of interest heading into episode 4.7. Number 5. Orietta knows that Ethelreda tried to get her fired. Uh-oh. These two haven't really been at center stage much in the middle third of the season, but we know that's going to change as we start to round into the home stretch. The conscientious young lady couldn't possibly have thought that her accusations would remain completely confidential, and her naivete may cost her and her family. Number 4. The wild card bank robbers already make their presence felt. We have to agree with some of the reviews out there that the fake out of Gaetano's death was lame, but having him in captivity is really interesting, reminiscent of Dodd Gerhardt bristling through his prisoner status in Season 2. Now his brother, who is showing more steel than we thought he had, sees an opportunity to get rid of his sibling/nemesis, but he's going to come off as too smart by half in his thinly veiled efforts to get the Cannons to do his dirty work for him. Speaking of which, number 3, Loy's revenge on Gaetano may actually pay strategic dividends. With New York's directive to Josto to make nice with his brother, he can't simply do what he wants, to blatantly sacrifice his undermining relative. If he gives in to that instinct, he may face retribution from Gaetano's paisans in Italy, which appears to be New York's fear. Discord within the Fada ranks is very good for Loy, who no longer has Dr. Senator to consult on strategic matters. But what's bad for him is counting on dirty cop Otis, who never got the chance to flip to the Cannons when the Fadas interceded. Speaking of which, number 2, Otis is caught between a rock and multiple hard places right now, one of which is his actual day job that he is dishonoring with his crime family moonlighting. Both families expect him to do their bidding, and oh, by the way, Duffy is chronicling his movements. Even a man without his psychological ailments couldn't take much more of this, so his crack-up is going to be absolutely epic. Number 1. The mob war explodes, with Rabbi disobeying his orders, shedding Fada family blood in the process, and making off with Satchel. The frightened young man, probably the future Mike Milligan, had his life spared by the one person in all of this who's walked a mile in his shoes, and now each warring side will be on the lookout all over KC for these precious pawns. Let's not forget that Josto's brother is still with the Cannons, although Josto clearly doesn't care. In a world dominated by selfishness, the very concept of hostages means only as much as the deluded think that the other side cares about them. Everything's now been turned up to a boil, and the final 5 episodes should carry incredible weight and drama all the way through. Thank you for tuning into this mini episode of the FDH Lounge.